Leg out.
The kings had their queens on the throne. We will pop champagne and raise a toast. I'm a Barbie girl in my Barbie world. No Barbie girl, I'm living in my own world. I am plastic, call me classic. La 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 la.
DJ Precise.
It goes around the world just la 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 la. It's all around the world. Now and then I think about me now and who I could have been, and then I picture all the.
In the spacious, elegantly decorated living room of the sprawling mansion, Chris, Kiki, and Ira lounge on the plush sofa, eyes fixed on an enormous television screen. The room is softly lit, creating a cozy atmosphere as they watch their favorite show. Their father, Jimin, sits nearby, occasionally glancing at the children with a fond smile. Meanwhile, in the cleaning kitchen just adjacent to the living room, you meticulously clean up after dinner. The countertops are spotless and the sink is filled with warm, soapy water as you efficiently wash the dishes. Despite being the wife of an idol and millionaire, you prefer sending the house at home after Jimin returns, cherishing the privacy of family gatherings. Then Jimin peeks into the kitchen, his eyes softening at the sight of you diligently working. Do you need any help, love? He asks, always ready to assist. No, thank you, you reply with a gentle smile, appreciating his consideration. Jimin quietly comes up behind you and gently places his hand on your waist. No, Jimin, the kids are here, you whisper softly, glancing towards the living room where they are engrossed in their show. What am I even doing? I'm just standing here, Jimin whispers softly, his eyes glinting with amusement. Please, Jimin, you whisper back, glancing towards the living room once again. 7 years of marriage, 3 kids, I know you very well. Jimin chuckles softly, leaning closer to whisper teasingly in your ear. So you also know that I won't stop. His warm breath against your skin shiver down to your spine, making you blush. With a swift and gentle motion, he turns you towards him, his lips finding the curve of your neck. A soft kiss escapes your lips as his kiss sends a tingling sensation through your body. His touch is familiar yet electrifying, and you feel a rush of warmth and intimacy in this simple gesture. Despite the years together and the chaos of family life around you, his ability to still make your heart race with such a small act of affection is a testament to the deep love you share. Jimin lips trail from your neck to your ear, his warm breath sending shiver down to your spine. He whispers softly, 7 years of marriage, 3 kids, and still so shy in the front of your husband. His voice is tender, filled with a mixture of amusement and adoration. You feel your cheeks flush at his words, his proximity and gentle touch making your heart race. Despite the familiarity of your relationship and the routines of family life, moments like this remind you of the passion and the closeness. Just as you are about to respond, a sudden yell interrupts the tranquility. Give it back, Chris. It's my turn. Comes the loud voice of your elder sister. You and Jimin exchange amused glances, momentarily breaking the spell. Chuckling softly, Jimin releases you from his embrace. Go upstairs, take a nice bath, and wear something sexy under your ordinary clothes. I'll be watching the kids, okay? You know, shyly, Jimin gives you a wink before turning his attention to the living room, where the sounds of heated argument are escalating. Jimin walks over the kids. Okay, what's going on? He asks, trying to mediate. Chris won't give me the remote. Ira protests, her face red with frustration. I had it first, Chris counters, clutching the remote lightly. Jimin's eyes kneeling down to their level. You were just watching one show together, Chris. Why do you need to watch another one? Chris looks down, mumbling, because this one is boring and I want to watch my favorite show. Jimin nods thoughtfully. Okay, how about this? We finished watching this show together, and then Chris, you can watch your favorite show next. The way everyone gets a turn. Does that sound fair? Chris looks up, frowning, and sternly said no. Jimin sighs and hangs his head low for a moment, remembering how his wife, would handle these disputes by scolding the kids' family. But he can't do this. He has never yelled at his children and doesn't want to start now, feeling unsure of how to resolve the conflict peacefully. His eyes fell on Kiki, the youngest, who is completely absorbed in the TV show, oblivious to the argument. She doesn't care whether it's Chris' show or Arya, she just enjoys watching TV. Kiki, with a calm and serene nature, has recently started school. This new chapter in her life has made her more independent and less clingy to you. She is still a calm child, unlike her more spirited siblings, Arya and Chris, but she has grown more comfortable around Jimin, often seeking his company without the shyness she once had. Jimin stands up and walks over to Kiki, gently picking her up in his arms. You two keep fighting here. I'm going to take bath with my Kiki. Kiki, do you want to bath in the bathtub? Kiki face lights up as she immediately notes, of course, which kid doesn't like water? Jimin kisses her cheek and holding her closer towards his special bathroom, the one he had designed specially for the children. It features the biggest bathtub, perfect for playful and the relaxing baths. Jimin fills the tub with refreshing water and adds some bubbles, making sure everything is perfect for her. Kiki eagerly steps in, her eyes sparkling with joy. Jimin sits on the edge of the tub. Just then he noticed Arya and the Chris peeking inside the bathroom, their curiosity getting the better of them. Jimin smiles but quickly hides it, putting on the mock serious face. What are you doing? Go and watch your shows. You like TV more than your papa now, he teases. Ira and the Chris exchange guilty looks before running inside the bathroom giggling. Oh papa, we love you more, she says, wrapping her arms around his neck. Jimin heart melt at their words. He pulls them both into a hug, kissing the top of their heads. Alright, before we get into the tub, I want you both to hug each other and give each other a kiss. Ira hugs Chris tightly, kissing his cheek, and Chris does the same. Perfect, Jimin says, smiling warmly. Now let's all enjoy this bath together. With that, Jimin takes off his shirt and joins the kids in the bathtub, sitting Chris on his lap and encouraging Ira and Kiki to sit comfortably in the water. They splash and water for a while, the cold water soothing their summer heat. Now, Jimin says with a smile, tell me about your school stories. What was the most exciting thing happened today? Ira eagerly jumps in, her voice bubbling with excitement. Papa, you won't believe what happened during recess. Bacon slipped and dropped his lunch all over our teacher's shoes. Chris giggles, leaning against Jimin's chest. With Ira continues, yeah, and then everyone started laughing, even teacher also. It was so funny. Jimin chuckles softly, his eyes twinkling with amusement if it's really funny. Oh wow, did Bacon get in trouble? He asks as if he personally know Bacon. Ira shakes her head, still grinning. No, our teacher is very sweet. Chris joining with a mischievous grin leans back against Jimin and says, Papa, today at school a girl Lily hugged me. Jimin blinked in surprise, knowing his son already started throwing his charms on girls. Oh really? Lily said that? Chris nods enthusiastically, his eyes wide with excitement. Yeah, she gave me a big hug and said we are best friends because I have her in a drawing. Jimin listens attentively to all their stories, occasionally asking questions. The bathroom filled with the laughter and the joy echoes of summer. After their bath, Jimin wraps up in a fluffy towel and leads them to their room one by one, but leave Kiki to a room as she still can't sleep without you as Ira, and Chris can't sleep without Jimin. He tucks Chris and Ira into bed, listening to their stories. Jimin quietly lays down next to the Chris and Ira, watching over them with a smile as they continue chatting softly without it. They're still full of energy and excitement, their voices rising together. On the other side, you lies in bed, Kiki asleep peacefully beside you, her gentle breathing filling the room with a sense of calm. In the kids' nearby area, Chris and Jimin chat softly, their voices carrying faintly into their bedroom. Feeling a surge of longing for your husband, you can't resist the urge any longer. With a smile tugging at your lips, he reaches for your phone and sends a message to Jimin, who is still engaged in conversation with their children. How much longer? Jimin replies come swiftly, accompanied by a playful wink emoji that make you blush and both amusement and anticipation. They're just about to wind down, just a few more minutes. Your heart flutters at his teasing response, knowing exactly what he means. The prospect of being alone with your handsome husband heightens your excitement, and you settle back against the pillow, eagerly waiting the moment when you can finally be together. You wait patiently but eventually succumb to sleep while awaiting. A while later, Ira and Chris finally drift off to sleep, and Jimin enters the bedroom, surprised and slightly disappointed to find you already asleep. Am I that boring in bed that you couldn't wait? It's okay, baby, you'll be punished for that later. Okay, first let's get the Kiki with Chris and Ira. With gentle care, Jimin lifts Ira into his arms and carries her to the children's room, ensuring they are together before. Jimin quickly slips beside you, wrapping his arms around you in a warm back hug. He presses soft kisses along your neck, trying to wake you gently. Baby, wake up, I'm here. However, you remain deeply asleep, undisturbed by his affectionate attempts. In a playful yet slightly annoyed gesture, Jimin slightly bites your neck, hoping to arouse you. You feeling the nip straight slightly and playfully elbow him in the stomach, awake and slightly annoyed by the interruption. Jimin gently slides his hand under your jaw, pressing your left, making you whine softly. Jimin, let me sleep, please. I'm tired, you murmur, taking his hand away. But Jimin isn't finished. He leans and crosses his breath warm against your ear, whispering words that make your eyes snap open. Come on, baby, let's make another child. What?